happening, guys and girls? As you know, drifting is my specialty, but by the end of the week, it will be yours too. Let's enjoy some drift harmony.
Ready to try. Let's go try it. You'll enter the world of muscle cars. Beware, you may never want to leave. Cars are more than just a 70-year-old car trend. It's an entire chunk of the American car culture. To tons of people, muscle cars are the epitome of what a vehicle should represent. Allure and power, with some crucial tweaks, and just the right amount of outside-of-the-box thinking. Cars in their fullest might and glory. Definition of a muscle car. They are sometimes described as American-made two-door sports cars with a powerful engine. But that's a little reductive, don't you think? Others define them by their V8 engines and rear-wheel drivetrains. The truth is, muscle cars are a philosophy. It's a creed more than anything else. Want to experience it for yourself? Well, good news. We're almost there. The American dream. It's punch it or punch out. No way around it. Let's see what's coming up. Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up. Things will get tough real fast. But you'll be backed up by one of the festival's closest partners, Jim Hayfield, a rock star among car collectors. That's not a figure of speech. Jim's an actual rock star who just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist, and he's got quite the lineup. The song of a V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. All right, let's get straight into it. Rock on! I'm here because my boys at Motorfest needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive. That's one lap. Don't get shy now. Every car you'll use in this playlist are part of my personal collection. But hey, that's okay. This was my idea, so don't get all nervous about it. These ponies are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go. Whether you're a musclehead or you're just here for the discovery tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this. Just listen to that V8 like a chunky, down-tuned guitar riff. Another lap to go. You got the path memorized? Then punch it. Kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better. That's it. Fire it up. Job, Iron Gun. Looks like Motorfest didn't BS me about you.
American muscle cars without talking drag racing. The two are pretty much intertwined. Muscle cars became popular during the 60s. At the time, they were mostly rear-wheel drive cars made from affordable everyday vehicle bases, but equipped with powerful V8 engines from much larger machines. One of the goals in making such performance-focused cars was covering a quarter mile as fast as possible. Can you guess which motor racing sport is about going all out for that very distance? Indeed, drag racing. There's a strip real close. A proper try is better than 1,000 words.
Drag racing time. Don't overthink, just burn and fly. Right on! essential here. Yeah, that was gnarly. Let's do it again. Burn that rubber! You've got pipes? Like a backup singer in a metal band.
Muscle cars are a call for freedom. The freedom to turn an ordinary car into a vehicular marvel, with a state of mind far away from luxury brand strategies and pricing, and the freedom you feel from actually being behind the wheel of said cars. But Jim should be much better than I am at conveying emotions. He's human after all.
This time it's one of those outrun type of events. Drive fast, hit the checkpoints on time. It's just like that rad game from the 80s. You digging the soundtrack? It's the spot, right? That's my mixtape we're listening to. Meshes well with the sound of the engines, you feel me? I couldn't put you through a muscle car ride without some proper riffs, could I? Mustang GT. The thing about muscle cars is it's all about that optimal weight-power ratio, which brings top-notch performance, that sweet spot. Series of turns. Make sure to stay on the road. Told ya, and there's more coming. But hey, curves are part of the fun. and you'll reach the finish line. Out of the woods. Finish big. A perfect drive. How about that?
To the next freedom-infused event, we're going to make an extra stop. We have a little surprise for you. Although in this case, little may be a poor choice of words. Just head towards the beach and you'll understand. We're real close.
Monster trucks need monster beats. I've got the perfect hip-hop jewel for this crowd. This giant obviously won't handle like a regular Mustang GT. Lucky for you, this is a 2-lap race. You got 1 lap to find your footing and 1 to feed your opponent some dirt. Jump. Now let's crank it to 11. Monster trucks popped up in the late 70s, mostly just for showboating. They only really became a thing in the 80s. Man, that decade truly was something. You made it through the first lap. Time to crush and destroy. Real American monster trucks are used in 2 types of competitions: freestyle stunt and racing. Given Motorfest's racing DNA, we obviously went for the latter. Don't be afraid to use these banked ramps. Ready for takeoff? performance, dude. You put on quite a show.
Track. We're heading north for a race through the swamp this time. Don't worry, you'll still be driving a muscle car. The Mustang GT from 2011 is waiting for you as we speak. Except this unit is custom made for off-roading. Jim's passion for muscle cars is not restricted to asphalt. That man would drive muscle cars on the moon if he could. When you spot the wind turbines, it'll mean you have arrived. Your opponents are already there. Go on and join the melee.
Stand a chance. See? You can trust me with that comment. We finished prepping it like 10 minutes before you showed up. It is ready to gobble up every square mile of swampland if you ask it to. Second lap, keep up with the beat, stay on top. It's a 3-lap brawl this time, don't waver. You can go full speed, through the mud, through water, through the weeds. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. Same goes for these ramps, flat out. All right. swamp cruise. Go for it and don't be afraid to get your wheels dirty. Hold on to your saddle, cowboy. Yeah. That track's so good. Don't listen to me, just listen to this and knock some teeth out. Straight line. Use that nitro. Jump, and you're done. Standing ovation. Show is far from over, though.
Event is just a few minutes away. A frantic race that goes from the coast to the countryside with an unmistakable Californian vibe. Your next car is one of the most recent entries when it comes to muscle cars. The 2020 Mustang Shelby GT500. Your opponents do not stand a chance.
Competition and a mean muscle car to kick everyone's butt. Come on, dude, bring the thunder. Man, I love that song. Hey, where's my guitar? Bottom line is, with my cars and my songs, you're winning this thing, period. Have you ever driven from San Diego to Palm Springs? It's a beautiful scenic route. I'm getting kind of the same vibe from this ride. Kick-ass views and nice stretches of asphalt to let your mount run wild. The best things America can offer. Mustang Shelby GT500 is a bit on the modern side. Let me tell you, these cars have come a long way since their first appearance. Used to call them hot rods back in the 50s when greasers just started putting large displacement engines, called big blocks, in cheaper cars. The tech's evolved a great deal since then, but one thing is for sure, the same thrill that drove people to push boundaries back in the day is what's still driving us now. You serious? Across the roundabout. Don't bother slowing down. Turn, enter the military base, and that's it. The boys are back in town. This was a solid set. You keep playing this good, and I might just become your roadie.
The toughest cars, so let's take them to the toughest spots, face to face with the island's guardian. I'm talking about the volcano, of course. Remember when I told you Jim would drive these cars on the moon if he could? Well, this is as close as it gets. A Mustang GT specially tuned for off-roading is waiting for you. This car is your best chance to make it through that David versus Goliath kind of trial. See it in the distance. It's waiting for you.
fun. Check out the mountain peak. Hang on, it's gonna get bumpy. Straight ahead, shoot for the stars. Hey, look at the stands on your left. Looks like you got some spectators. Let's give them their money's worth. Get ready to fly. That's right. One lap. Now taunt that giant one more time. What a badass shot. I'm getting flashbacks of my drives through Arizona. Good bunch of volcanoes there too. And long, winding roads that disappear into the horizon. On the descent, but save some of your nitro for the jump. Now, thrusters on full. And we have liftoff. Time for the killing blow. Right on. Center stage, dude. Hit the lights. That's how you rock the house.
I believe it is safe to say that so far this playlist is no picnic. You may even think that we've already seen everything there is to see about muscle cars, and assume it can't get more intense than this. Well, hold on to that thought. Showdown way above the speed limit and way way beyond your expectations. Plus, it's a chance to see just how far muscle car customization can go and how cool it can look.
Curves are coming right off the bat. Eagle eye, and try to keep your machine under control. Excellent. Keep driving like you own the place. Off the winding part of the road. Now you can let the supercharged V8 do the talking. Now you probably figured out by now I'm a massive Shelby GT500 fan. Well, you're currently driving my meanest one, my special Jimbo Full Power Edition. That car is one of the highlights of my collection. It calls to me in my sleep, it does. And it doesn't take no for an answer. Harbor real soon. Quickly closing in on the finish line. Don't you flinch now. This will buff right out, but still. Fire up your guns. That was quite the show. Now all that's left is the encore.
Muscle cars have been around since the second half of the 20th century, but somehow We've yet to get you one of the classic oldies. Well, at Jim's request, we decided to catch you on the fly and save the origin story for the grand finale. There's an absolute classic heading your way. A grail among collectors and Jim's greatest pride, the Mustang Boss 429. Prepare for the centerpiece of American muscle car history.
Our final show. Let's get loud. You're driving my #1 car, the star of my collection, the 1969 Mustang Boss 429. Name speaks for itself. One of the oldest muscle cars. Still one of the greatest too, honestly. Second lap, but no second guessing. Keep it real. The Boss is an icon. It shaped the golden age of muscle cars from the 60s to the early 70s. This was one of the top dogs. The age when these cars stopped being called hot rods or drag racing cars and became muscle cars. That's right. Even though the hot rodding mindset had been around since the early 50s, it wasn't until the 60s that the term muscle car popped up, embodying an entire generation's rebellious state of mind. At that time, if you were into muscle cars or just into cars in general, the place to be was Detroit. Man. Ever heard of Woodward Avenue? A renowned street for car duels back in the day. Let's end this with a proper charge. Show them who's the boss. I know. 2 words. You rock. Catch you later.
There's a reward vehicle waiting for you. The muscle car spirit can be described in many ways, but nothing speaks to it better than a head-on encounter with the chrome itself. I hope you've enjoyed this wild experience to its fullest. As much as Jim would have liked to stick around, his expertise and passion are already requested elsewhere. But he left a special note for you. It says, "Never thought riding passenger could be this much fun. Keep on rocking. P.S. Hope you'll dig the souvenir." We're here. Enjoy your reward. Let's complete this playlist. Playlist cleared and ready for takeoff, driver. The next experience we have in store will knock your socks off. It's the product of a unique partnership. The Motorfest is teaming up with one of the most colourful crew of automotive influencers you can find on the web. Donut Media,